Hey guys, Mumbles here with another New World video, and today we're going to go over a couple of the leaked things that I found in the loading screens of New World. We're going to go over these pictures and kind of break them down and just see the differences in some new things that we may be seeing here in the near future, because we do know that in the future that New World plans on expanding on different cultures, weapons, all that kind of stuff. And I'm super excited to see the outcome of all this, because boy, there's going to be a ton new weapons and a ton new places to go. And I'm kind of excited to see where they go with this. So don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so you do go live. And when new videos are posted, I am posting quite a few content on lore videos that are coming up, news, that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that stuff. As well as, let's jump right in and just see what new weapons have been leaked through the loading screens. As well as, I'm going to point you to another YouTuber who actually got the YouTube creator package, who actually shows a ton of upcoming concept stuff that is in that book as well. So stay tuned, guys. Let's jump right in. So if you see in this scene, it does look like we're at the war gate. This is the war and outpost. This is the gate getting exploded open. Now, what we do want to zoom in on here is these two people in the center towards the left. As you can see right here, we do have this character right here, who does look like they're holding a quarterstaff of some sort. You can see the butt of it, as well as doesn't look to be like a fire staff, because I don't see anything on the top. So as you can see, we are on this loading screen. This is a loading screen in the game. You can see right here, looks like we have a war of some sort of, or outpost rush, the gate being blown open. It looks like there's some explosions, some splintering stuff going around. You see the powder kegs and stuff like that laying around. But we do want to look at two specific characters. And the first one we're going to focus on is this guy right here. We see his staff right here. This more looks like a quarterstaff. I don't see like a fiery tip to it. That just looks like a metal ball. Unless this is going to be a different skin for the fire staff, we don't know. However, it looks kind of like a quarterstaff, which would be kind of cool. Or it could be a variation of another magical weapon. Or it could be another skin for the fire staff. Either one, it looks kind of different, so I'm kind of excited for it. The other one, and the major one I'm looking at in this one, however, is this right here. This is a pistol of, it looks like this guy's just holding one pistol. We have seen pictures of dual wielding pistols. We've seen pictures of just pistols alone. We do know enemies have them in the game. And if you know any video game that the enemy has it, it's very possible for the player to have it as well. This gets me super excited because I would love to see dual pistols, maybe pistols with blades on them, pistol shield, like a couple of the pirates have. It'd be super cool to run around with like a pistol musket kind of run, kind of like a gunslinger. I think that'd be super cool to run around with, just lore wise. I'd love to run around as a gunslinger. Flintlock pistols would be awesome to have. These are the two weapons I got out of this screen, and I'm super excited to see this, because these are clearly players, because we are in a war setting. And this guy does have a pistol, so I am super hyped if this comes into the game. The next one we see here is another picture of some sort. I don't know where this is specifically. I don't remember this place in the map off the top of my head. We have the three players here against three enemies. We do see this guy right in the front here has a very large two-handed sword. Now, we have seen great swords in the past in footage, alpha, beta footage. We've seen pictures of them all over the place on New World. Their website, all that kind of stuff. This does look like a two-handed greatsword, as well as, to compare it to, we do have this picture right here, which we see a normal sword. Now, the greatsword does look much bigger. You can see the blade is the blade and hilt's probably as tall as him, where the other picture here, you can see it may go from his knee to his head. So it is a lot bigger. Hopefully we do get a greatsword. I'm surprised the greatsword didn't come before the great hammer and great axe, honestly, just because the greatsword's a big staple, and it'd be really weird if they missed the staple of most fantasy games being a greatsword. So I feel like this is almost destined to come into the game at some point, hopefully relatively soon. We do know that there's a void gauntlet coming out, which I will also show in a few minutes. But that is another one of the ones that we found. The greatsword here, it looks awesome. It's got a jewel in the end, looks like some engraving. It does look like a normal sword kind of feel to it, because it does have the same kind of golden text. However, it is a lot bigger and also has this dragon claw gem at the bottom, which is super cool. Absolutely love it. I would love to get a great sword in this game. Hopefully we get that pretty soon. So the last picture that we're really going to focus on is this one here. It looks like this guy in the front has a sword just like normal, and they're fighting a couple banshees. However, I do want to zoom in on this bat guy. This bat guy here does have a rifle of some sort. However, the barrel does seem to be a lot more flailed out and a lot larger than just the musket. This, I do believe, is the blunderbuss, and we have had this leak that this is going to come into the game. And honestly, I'm super hyped to have a close range blunderbuss that will just blow away anything within 10-15 meters of it and do a ton of damage up close. I'm super hyped for this. I hope this comes into the game just because it looks fantastic. It would be epic. It would fit for the area. It would fit for the style of the game. I'd be kind of excited to see what it brings into the game too. Is this going to be? This is clearly going to be a lot like short range weapon. Is it going to be AOE? Is it going to be a cone? What's it going to be? My assumption is it'd be a cone kind of based attack. You'd probably start out with a lot less spread at the start, and then obviously get farther out. Maybe being able to hit multiple enemies. Maybe doing some AOE. Maybe dealing some fire damage or something. It would be super, super cool. Now we have again had this leaked before, so hopefully this does come in, because I think any of these weapons would be absolutely fantastic coming into the game. How soon we know these going to come in, we don't know. They're obviously going to space out the content, let people get a handle on the current weapons, make sure they're balanced, and then they do plan on releasing new weapons. Like we have talked about the Void Gauntlet. Clearly have some other weapons in the pictures that have clearly been put into the game for screenshots. Boy, I am super excited for this stuff to see where this stuff goes. We do have one more to show, which is going to be the Void Gauntlet, which is what they announced at Gamescom. So let's jump right into that one, and that'll be our last picture, guys. All right, so here's a couple concepts of the Void Gauntlet. We clearly have this one here with like kind of a bone kind of gauntlet with a ring on it. We do know that the Void is going to be a gauntlet. However, one thing I did notice about these ring gauntlets is it looks like we have some sort of like poisonous ring. We have this kind of greenish glow coming off of this, which would be kind of interesting if we got a poison one. And this looks like it has some sort of, this one more looks like a void where it has like the purple to it. Are these the same thing? Are these completely different kind of things? Can you put multiple different elements to these gauntlets, which would be really cool if you could switch out like poison and void and lightning and stuff like that. Because we do have a couple others to go over, so we're gonna bring those up real quick so I can show you guys those styles as well. Now this one here, we do see we have 3 main colors. We have what looks to be like gold on the far right, and then a purple, and then we have a silver, and then we have this kind of brown one. These look to just be like kind of textured, the different colored rings. Do they mean something? We don't know. Can you style these? How much can you look at these? How different are they gonna be? They all do have this kind of like bone kind of like feel to them, which is kind of cool. Almost gives it some like barbaric kind of feel to it. We also have these ones, which is the other kind of backside of the same gauntlets. Again, we have the gold, the like purplish green, the silver, and then like the brown with the different furs and everything like that. So this looks like to be a backside kind of render of these gauntlets. This does look like an actual render because these do look to be kind of cut out and put on here. So kind of excited to see what this goes, honestly. These look really, really good. The last one, the rings are held in a different position. It does look like this may have been the first position. However, again, we ask the same question. Are these going to be the same element? Because you have completely different rings with completely different colors and different looks. Are they all going to be void, or are they going to be able to change the element? Are you going to be able to put different element aspects into them at once, or do you have to choose 2 or maybe 3 different elements that you want to use? It'd be kind of cool to have something that you can alter in that way by giving it multiple different elements to it. So I'm kind of excited. I do think this is going to be the next weapon because this is what they showed off on Gamescom. Because people do want another magic weapon. They don't want, because the life staff is a magic weapon, but it doesn't do damage, or it doesn't do ability damage. It does more heals. And like a lightning or a void or a poison gauntlet would be super, super cool. Or maybe one that, again, like we talked about, will be variations of different elements. So guys, I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys have some feedback on what you guys want to see in the game. Do go look at Demone Kim's video that I'm going to post down below. He has the content creator package book, art book, which has a lot of different concept arts as far as maces, flails, daggers, all kinds of different things with like different skins that they've worked on. It looks fantastic, and I'm kind of curious to see how much of the stuff they bring in, because it'd be super cool down the line to see so many different weapons. You can kind of progress through all this different types of things, because this is going to be the main, I guess, pull for the game. Late game is just mastering all your weapons and stuff like that. So they are going to have to bring in new weapons down the line for new people to master and try out. See where they fit in the meta, see what changes. I don't think they're in this game there is one meta, because there's so many different builds that work so well. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys drop a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell down below. And don't forget to go check out Demone Kim's video, because boy, he puts out a very great amount of content and great quality content. and as well as the video he just did on this stuff is just fantastic, and it shows a lot of what happens in the art book, which I'm kind of excited to see how much they bring into the game. But thank you guys. Have a great day. Goodbye. Deuces, y'all.